Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about Minecraft Wii U Edition, because it did just launch, and a lot of people therefore have to ask, how does it compare to the other console edition versions of Minecraft? Because if you don't know, the console edition is all the same code-based, all maintained by 4J Studios, which means they're all kind of minor alterations on the same core game, and therefore today I'm going to be answering the question of how does the Wii U version of Minecraft compare to the PS4 edition and to the Xbox 360 edition. So please do like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you like these comparison videos. I've done a few in the past, we'll do a few in the future. Let me know if you want to see more of a like, but yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? By talking about why the 360 and the PS4. It seems bizarre at first, but basically right now the console edition, excluding the Wii U, is 5 consoles: the 360, the PS3, and the PS Vita, the last gen versions of Minecraft, and then there's the Xbox One and the PS4, which have slightly more features because they're current gen, they have larger worlds, for instance. They have a bunch of different things the last gens don't, but yeah, it's mostly the same console edition version of the game, just something to bear in mind. So I've taken the most popular current gen console and the most popular last gen, I'm going to be comparing it to the Wii U. So we're going to be comparing in two camps. First of all, as I've played all three versions of the game quite a lot, I have over 1,000 hours in the 360 version of the game, I'm going to be comparing how they actually feel to, the play. Then I'm going to be talking about the hard facts, so you can know what the load times are like between consoles, what the render distance is, all these hard facts about the game. So if you want to know just core what is better than that, that's what I'm going to be addressing later. But first of all, let's talk about what my opinion is here, because what I expected from Minecraft Wii U Edition maybe has shaped this a little bit more than I like to, but basically I was expecting from Minecraft Wii U Edition the best console edition there was, because although it's slightly less powerful than the Xbox One and the PS4, which have a lot of, the cool features that I expect, basically I thought, okay, maybe it can make up that stuff, because it's not really using all of the PS4 and the Xbox One, and then if it uses some Gamepad features, like for inventory, it'd just be a really cool way to play. Like, I'd love to rearrange my inventory while playing. However, what actually happened was kind of a waste of opportunity. That's right, when it has launched, and as I'm playing it right now, the Gamepad does nothing for the game itself. All it does is it offers, the second mirrored screen, which is nice if you want to play Minecraft on the little Gamepad, and it looks pretty good on there, but, as far as actually making the use of it, as having a map down there so you can check about having an item and stuff, there's so many opportunities they could have used, and it feels like a wasted opportunity. However, what they did use the Gamepad for, the kind of mirroring the screen, although, like I say, it's a wasteful opportunity, it does still have some use, because it does mean that if you want to turn off your screen, or if you have like a big family and someone else wants to play on their console, or they want to watch TV or whatever it is, you can still play on the go, which makes it a semi-portable copy of the game, which is really cool. If you are in this specific situation where you have one TV in your household and you want to play a console game, but you can't always have the TV, I'd say the Wii U Edition is for you, because you can use it on both a TV and on the go, which is, or not really on the go, but semi on the go, which is something unique about it. So it does have that unique facet of Minecraft. It is the only version of Minecraft that you can play both on a TV and kind of on the go, except that the PS Vita, you just have to transfer it and do it. So yeah, you can kind of see why it's shaky as far as the unique selling point goes for the Wii U Edition. The big ones that people thought were all not in there. So yeah, in my opinion, it was pretty low at first, but I figured, let's check it out, let's see what they've got going on here. If it's just an Xbox One, PS4 copy of the game, then it can still be pretty cool, because the Wii U is the cheapest next-gen, or current-gen, console, and therefore that'd be pretty cool. However, as I delved into the hard facts, and I tested the game, and I did all these things, I was kind of disappointed. I really wanted to like the Wii U Edition, it's the really good thing for a channel to like the best new thing out there, but I'm afraid it's not what I could do with the Wii U Edition again. So yeah, again, we'll be comparing to the 360 and the PS4, and I'll use some gameplay where necessary, but first of all, let's talk about the features, because this is something a lot of people get confused about. Basically, the features for all three versions of Minecraft, or all 6 versions of Minecraft, sorry, are all going to be exactly the same. They're all the same code base, meaning they get the same updates at the same time. I think Nintendo might get some updates slower because their system's a little bit different, but as far as features go, it's always going to have the same features. You're never going to have horses on the 360, but not on the Wii U. You're never going to have, I don't know, llamas on the Wii U, but not on the PS4. Not how it works. Always the same features, with a few exceptions as far as leaderboards aren't on the Wii U at all. Exclusive DLC, obviously, it's going to be exclusive to each platform. The Xbox One has a Halo mashup pack, and the Wii U will get its exclusive stuff later, but right now it doesn't have it, so just bear in mind there's some exclusive stuff, but besides that and leaderboards, there's no real gameplay changes, except the world size, which you can kind of count, because the world size is something that was limited on last gen, on the 360 version of the game, because it was a very, it's a 2005 PC trying to run a very recent game. Obviously it makes sense they had to cut down the world size for RAM issues, and basically on the, the current gen copies of the game, the PS4 and the Xbox One, they made it more than 36 times bigger. So, is the Wii U going to be somewhere in between, or is it going to be all the way to the Xbox One? Well, those were the two answers I was expecting, and unfortunately, neither is the correct answer, because the world size on the Wii U version of the game is 864 by 864. This is the same as the 360 and the PS3, and although you're used to it if you're playing on a 360 or a PS3, if you have a current gen console to play this super locked down version of the game in this tiny world, I don't know, that's such a bummer. And to think, there's not going to be upgrade path for at least a year or two till the NX, I don't know, to me, that's just such a big bummer. 864 164 by 864 is the world size in the Wii U. I mean, it's exactly the same as the 360, the PS3, and the PS Vita, but it's massively smaller when it comes to the PS4 and the Xbox One. So, yeah, that's the first fact here, but does it redeem itself? Well, when it comes to load times, I was actually pleasantly surprised, because I was expecting this to be the 360 copy of the game from everything I've said so far, but if you look at these load times right here, you can see, although it's not quite as fast as the PlayStation 4 edition there, on the left, if you look at the bottom, you can see that the Wii U edition of the game is a little bit faster than the 360, so it has that going for it. You know, it felt a bit slow when I was playing it, but, you know, in a side-by-side test of the exact same seed, it did load quite a bit faster than the 360 version of the game, so it has that going on for it. Yay! Load time, slightly faster by a few seconds. So, render distance, it is the same as the 360 and the PS3. Again, this is one of those things that made me think, it is exactly 10 chunks. So 10 chunks, if you've ever played the PC, it's not actually too bad. 10 chunks is 160 blocks. You're never going to be like, ooh, I can't see this thing I need to see. But compared to the PS4 and Xbox One render distance of 18 chunks, again, it's a little bit, you know, shorter than you might like. It's probably not going to come up too much, you know. You're never like, ooh, I wish I could see too much more of that. But as you can see in this little thing here, you can see a village on the PS4 that you can't see on the, you know, the 360 and the Wii U. Just something worth bearing in mind. So render distance, it is 360 PS3 level at just 10 chunks. The frame rate is a solid 60. I haven't, you know, played enough to stress test it, but what I can say is, you know, through normal gameplay and without split screen, 60 FPS is guaranteed all the time, unless you're, you know, spamming item frames or doing something ridiculous. You know, 60 FPS is guaranteed, and that's really, really good to me. I'm glad they actually, you know, have one cool thing going on here. That's something I really like about 4J's, you know, like kind of development idea. They always have the games run at a rock solid 60, besides when bugs or split screen happen, and that's something that I think has to be a standard, and I'm glad they put that in there. So 60 FPS all the time, very, very pleased with that. Resolution is something that's harder to nail down. It looks like it's, you know, 540p. It might be 720p though. However, it's definitely not running at 1080p. You can see a lot of the stuff that, you know, kind of hints that. And yeah, again, kind of a bummer. Looks a little bit worse than the 360 to my eye, but, you know, let's just assume it's 360/PS3 quality. So, you know, you've heard all of that and you're like, oh, it's not looking good for the Wii U, is it? Well, there is one thing the Wii U has going for it that is very bizarre, because it actually beats out not only the 360 and the PS3, but the Xbox One and the PS4. So maybe this is just new code they haven't tested elsewhere, but basically, you know, the spawn limit, the number of mobs you can spawn in before it tells you can't spawn anymore, is actually close to double as high on the Wii U as it is elsewhere. That's right, usually if you just spam a, you know, let's say spawn pig at the ground, you'll get about 40, 50, something like that, regardless of what console you're on. On the Xbox One, the PS4, it's sometimes higher, but on the Wii U, you can actually get, you know, 90 was on my first go. Obviously, that's a hard thing to clinically test because there's no specific mob limit, but it seems to be much, much higher than the other consoles. So, therefore, at the end of this hard facts comparison of the Wii U and the PS4 and the 360, which edition of the game does what? So, the 360 version of the game is the first version, it's the OG version. It usually gets updates, you know, at the same time as everything else. It has the most DLC going for it, and it's the best version of the game if you have a 360 and just want to play Minecraft console. It's not worth buying a console just for a slightly better Minecraft. The PS4 version of the game is, you know, if you have a PS4 and you want to take advantage of much better stuff, you get better, render distance. You get a full 1080p copy of the game as opposed to 720p. You get the solid 60 FPS. You get all these things, you know, that are slightly better than the last gen, and that's really great. So what about the Wii U version of the game? What does it have to compare to those two strengths? So the Wii U version of the game is great if you want a semi-portable copy of the game. If you want to be able to switch from your gamepad to your screen instantly, it's good at that. It's great if you want to play with Nintendo friends. It's great if, you know, you have this problem with leaderboards and the idea that, you know, creative mode is cheating. If you want to go into creative mode every now and then and do that, there's no penalty on the Wii U. And honestly, the only thing I can really say here is if you want more mobs, the Wii U is for you. But if you don't own a Wii U yet, there is no significant reason to purchase one for this. If you have a Wii U and you have other consoles, I would say buy on any other console you own, unless it's the last gen one, because honestly, you know, I just really don't see the use of this, version of the game. I'm going to play it a bit more because I've got a world I'm attached to there, and I'm hoping that through, exclusive DLC, I'm hoping through, you know, like updates to the game, because they said not now, we don't have anything in the Gamepad. I'm hoping they can make this game amazing in the future. But the version they launched seems to just be like, oh, there's Minecraft, it's on your Wii U now. If you only have a Wii U, you can play this now. Isn't that great? By the way, you have to buy DLC to get into the game, just something worth mentioning. And honestly, as if you want this amazing version of the game, and you know, you're like, okay, I want the best console edition there is, it's not this. I'd say right now the best console edition might be the Xbox One or the PS4. Again, depends on entirely what you have. The PS4 has slightly more frame dipping issues, but then the Xbox One is on the Xbox One, so you have to kind of decide for yourself in the head there. But yeah, Wii U Edition is just not a contender in the current gen / next gen, whatever you want to call it. I keep making mistakes with that war. It's barely even a contender in the last gen war. So I wish I could have a better result. Like I said, people like it much better when you compliment something than when you trash it. But you know, what can I say? It just it didn't stand up to any of the tests I gave it. Hopefully, this is fixed through updates. Hopefully they can make the Wii U Edition great and worth a recommendation for Toycat. But as of uploading this video, that's not what it gets. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did all enjoy this one. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Like I said, it's unpopular to do this stuff, so some people are going to be like, no, just like, I only have a Wii U, and you've ruined my hopes and dreams. But if you like it, it's great. And let us know, like, comparison videos. Share it if you really liked it, because, you know, it gets the video out there to more people. And subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. There's probably going to be an update tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled to the channel for that. If you haven't subscribed so far, and you're only watching through What to Watch, subscribing's a good way to keep up to date with the latest information. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Bye.